Was Taylor actually mad about the chair?
No, she laughed. She laughed her ass off.
Did.
She has a good sense of humor.
There it is. The one question the entire internet has been asking since Travis Kelce turned a perfectly good chair into modern art on the New Heights podcast. And we finally have an answer. Taylor Swift was not mad. Taylor Swift did not call an antique furniture restoration service. Taylor Swift laughed her ass off. And honestly, if that doesn't tell you everything about this relationship in one sentence, nothing will. The answer came during a special Uncle Trav episode of Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast, where Kylie went straight for the jugular and asked what every fan was dying to know, and Travis delivered the most perfectly on-brand response this couple has ever produced.
Was Taylor actually mad about the chair?
No, she laughed. She laughed her ass off.
Did.
She has a good sense of humor.
You busted a chair.
I immediately went over to the scale, though. I had to see where we were at.
You had to check yourself a little bit?
No Job January has been exactly that. I had 2 croissants on the way here.
Chocolate or plain?
Almond. This is the last one left.
Classic Kelce. He breaks the chair. His first instinct isn't to apologize or sweep up the wreckage. It's to walk over to the scale and weigh himself, like the furniture was personally judging his No Job January lifestyle choices. 2 almond croissants deep before the podcast even started. The self-awareness is unreal, the honesty is refreshing, and the fact that Kylie didn't even blink tells you this is just a normal day in the Kelce universe. The man is living his best retired but not officially retired life, and the croissants are clearly winning.
What did Taylor say about her broken chair?
I had to present it to her because I felt bad of just
she didn't
doing
hear that commotion.
No, she didn't. She wasn't in the house. But me and Jason talked about it right after that. We're like, should I just super glue it and the next person that sits in it breaks
Blame
it?
them.
Yeah. And then I looked at how bad I broke it. I'm like,
not possible.
I'm gonna need a whole roll of duct tape to fucking put this thing back together. The way it was splintering and all this.
Let that marinate for a second. Travis Kelce, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, 3-time Super Bowl champion, genuinely considered supergluing a destroyed chair back together so the next person who sat in it would take the blame. He and Jason actually had a strategy session about staging a furniture crime scene. And then reality hit when he looked at the damage. Splintering wood, structural devastation, not a chance in hell duct tape was going to save this one. So instead, he did what any honest man in love would do. He walked in holding the broken back of the chair like a golden retriever carrying the TV remote he just chewed through, fully aware that he was already forgiven before he opened his mouth. And Taylor, she laughed, because when you're in love with a 6'5" human wrecking ball, you either cry about the furniture or you laugh. And Taylor Swift chose the right answer every single time.
Was Taylor actually mad about the chair?
No, she laughed. She laughed her ass off.
Did.
She has a good sense of humor.
And here's the thing that makes this even better. Travis has been destroying furniture and household structures since childhood, and this episode proved it. Kylie got him reminiscing about growing up in Cleveland, and the stories were gold. There was the time young Travis got into the family car and drove it straight through the garage door.
What's the most memorable thing that you've broken at the house when you were a kid?
I notoriously got in the car and it went forward and I went through the garage door. Mm-hmm. So broke that garage. The windows on it were broken.
Or, I'm assuming hockey shots
There's
too.
Holes. Yes, exactly. There's holes in it from the hockey pucks and the street hockey balls.
Then there was the wrestling incident. Him and Jason, unsupervised, going at it in the living room until Jason suplexed him through the couch and into the floor, leaving a hole big enough to fit 2 shoes in. Their solution? Slide the couch over it. Don't tell Mom. Take it to the grave.
The couch over
me and Jason are unsupervised at the house. Me and Jason we're wrestling, and then he suplexes me, throws me into the couch, and as I hit the couch, I feel like me go through the couch into the floor and through the floor, and we probably had just kind of pushed the couch in another direction.
They hid that hole for months until someone decided to vacuum under the couch. And suddenly Ed and Donna Kelce were standing over a crater in their living room, asking, which one of you idiots did this?
They didn't. My mom or dad had no idea until one day, I think my mom or my dad was either one of them was cleaning up the house and vacuuming and turning, all right, let me get under the couch and get some of this stuff under the couch. And they realized we had a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
That he could probably fit 2 tennis shoes in. But yeah.
The Kelce brothers have been in the property destruction business since the 90s. Taylor's chair was just the latest casualty in a decades-long tradition of structural chaos. And Kylie confirms something fans have always suspected. Travis is not an instructions guy. Never has been. Ed Kelce apparently tells the story all the time. Jason would read the Lego manual cover to cover before placing a single brick, and Travis would just wing it, end up with a few mystery pieces at the end, and insist the set gave him extras.
If you ask Big Ed Kelce, he will always say, you are not an instructions guy, that Jason's the one who would read the Legos all the way through and then start, and you were the one that was winging it.
That same energy, confident, slightly reckless, completely charming, is exactly why moments like the chair incident feel so perfectly on brand. He doesn't plan the chaos just follows him, and somehow everyone around him ends up laughing instead of calling a contractor. But at the end of the day, what makes this whole thing genuinely special isn't the broken chair or the croissant confession or even the childhood demolition stories. It's Taylor's reaction. It's the fact that a woman who could replace any piece of furniture on the planet before lunch heard that her fiancé had destroyed her chair during a podcast recording, and her first instinct was to laugh. No stress, no drama, no, Travis, that was a vintage piece. Just pure unfiltered amusement, because she knows exactly who she's marrying, and she wouldn't change a single thing about him, broken chairs and all.
You know how they do best in show for like dogs, where they like trot them out? And, like, they do it for like horses too? Oh, shit. You good?
Taylor's gonna kill me.
Was Taylor actually mad about the chair?
No, she laughed. She laughed her ass off.
Did.
She has a good sense of humor.
You busted a chair.
I immediately went over to the scale though. I had to see where we were
at. You
at.
had to check yourself a little bit.
No Job January has been exactly that. I had 2 croissants on the way here.
Chocolate or plain?
Almond. This is the last one left.
Sources close to the couple have always said that what makes Travis and Taylor work is that they genuinely find each other hilarious, and this moment is living proof. He walked in with the evidence, she cracked up, and somewhere in that exchange is the entire reason fans have been rooting for these two since day one.
Hi, I'm Travis Kelce, Kylie Kelce's brother-in-law. And I'm not going to lie, I broke Taylor's chair with the weight I gained from her sourdough. Good gut health, though.
It's true love.
Love you.
How many kegs of garage beer will be at that reception?
Man, I can't even count that high.
Just go out and have fun, sweetie. You already know.
It's the only advice she can give me on a day like today. Talked to a few people in the facility already, having the exit meetings and everything. And they know where I stand, at least right now. And I think there's a lot of love for the game that's still there. And I don't think I'll ever lose that. I'll let that be a decision that I make with my family, friends, the Chiefs organization, when the time comes.
That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.